Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for another episode of Designing Disney. Today I'm working on a pocket page spread. So this one's a little bit different. It's a 6x12 with 3 4x6 horizontal photos on the left hand side, and I'll be doing a lot of weird hand movements in this one because this was a real-time video for my patrons over on Patreon. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, it's essentially a different way to support me monetarily so that I can hopefully one day do this full-time. But those guys over there got a real-time process video of this pocket page layout. So if you guys remember at the beginning of March, I shared my March How to Kill a Kit with Style page kits, which happened to be Disney themed this month, and I didn't do that many because I knew March was a busy month for me and I probably wouldn't get to them. So I finally got to another one and I'm uploading that today so you guys can see it. So I have this anchor paper that I wanted to use. This is one of those cheaper papers from Michael's or Joann's, and it's by American Crafts. So I'm not sure if this is just one of their patterns or if this came from one of the main designers. It never indicates that on the actual thin sheets of paper. So I'm going to use that as my base for the 6x12 section. And overall, this is a very simple layout. I don't do too much embellishing because I didn't want to overpower all the photos. But I do like that I've been using these pocket pages in my Disney album. It makes things so much easier than trying to figure out how I can fit 4 pictures on a 12x12 layout. I think this is just so much easier. But if you guys don't have these kind of pocket page layouts, you can do the exact same thing on a 12x12 spread. So what you'll do is you'll have your 12x12 piece of paper, you'll glue 3 4x6 horizontal photos down the left hand side, and then the rest of the 6x12 that's left of that 12x12 paper you'll use to put your title, your journaling, and your last photo. So it is possible to do on a 12x12 paper. I just happen to have these pocket pages and want to use them up. And this one in particular is from We Are Memory Keepers. I know a lot of people ask when working with pocket pages if these are true to size, and I would say no. You can see there's a lot of room on the 4x6 side, but for the 6x12 side, there is so much extra room. It wiggles around quite a bit. That kind of stuff doesn't bother me though if I can see the other side through a gap on one of the elements, but it is a little bit bigger, just so you guys know. So these photos again are from our Disney trip in, let's see, that would be 2015? 2016? I think it's 2015. Don't quote me on that. No, I can't remember. 2015, 2016. Well, I'll remember someday. I think it's 2016. And I have these photos of us meeting Captain Mickey, and I'm using this Pattern Happy pattern paper set here. And this is from Pattern Happy, and it's the Color Me 6x6 paper pad. I'm not sure if this is still available. This is from last year, but you guys have to check them out if you haven't already. They're a nice small company who has great products. And you notice the pace picked up a little bit here because I do a lot of gluing and talking in between these items, so you guys don't have to just watch me move my hands around slowly. So what I'm talking about here is trying to add contrast to my page. So that's why I added that black and white star paper around Mickey, because it provided contrast against the navy color of the background paper with the anchors on it. And here I'm looking through some of the 6x6 paper pads I included in my regular Disney kit to see if I could use any of those for this page. I also pulled out this Photo Play 12x12 sticker sheet, which I've been dying to use. It's absolutely adorable. I love those little bear icons. And one that I pull out here is an anchor with flowers and a rope around it. Very nautical, very captain-esque, so I thought this would work well for this cluster. And you'll notice that that sticker itself expands the color scheme quite a bit. I was originally just going with black and white and then the navy, but this brought in a sort of brighter red, a very light pale mustard yellow, a green, and then a blueberry shade. So I ended up going through some of my other embellishments and finding this Crafty Pocket Flare, which is one of my favorite flare stores over on Etsy. So you can check her out, link down below. And I have this flare that's a little geotag. It's like a light gray blue, and then it has that yellowy mustard color in the center of the geotag. So I thought that was good to use. Very travel themed, very on color point. So I ended up pulling that for the cluster as well. And the main problem I had with the clusters here is that my Disney kit has a lot of elements to it. Just the kit in general, not the individual page kits, but it has a lot of elements to it, but they're mostly park themed and not so much cruise themed. So I've been having this repetitive theme for my cruising pages, which is probably why I've been, you know, neglecting my Disney album a little bit, is because it got repetitive for me and I'm not inspired by it as much. But here I ended up having fun with it. I ended up using one of those embossed 6x6 papers from that Coastal Village paper pad, and then I paired that with this scrap of white with gold polka dots that I used on another layout recently about my cat. So sort of mixing those things together is sort of what brings me the joy from scrapbooking, is actually doing the creative work itself, not necessarily telling the story. That's just one of the benefits of it, but I really enjoy the creative process. I pulled this sticker that says Trip of a Lifetime, and that is from Mambi. It's from a sticker pack that I picked up from the Hobby Lobby like super clearance sale. If you guys remember that, everybody went crazy for it, but man, those deals were pretty good. And then here I talk quite a bit of time about my title. I struggled with the title mainly because I don't have all of my alphabet stickers here still. So I do have limited options, and I wanted this to be called Captain Mickey. Now, if you are fortunate enough to have like a silhouette or a cutting machine, you could probably cut out whatever title you want, which is nice and convenient. And one tip I have for you is, if you don't watch card making videos, you might not know, but if you have a silhouette, you can tell it to cut the same shape several times and then layer them up. So all from like white cardstock, for example, and then layer them like 3 or 4, and it'll sort of appear like it's a foam thicker, despite it not being. So if you haven't tried that out yet, I highly recommend it. I do that with my manual die cutting machine for card making, and it does give a nice effect when you have all those layers. It makes it nice and thick and, you know, stabilized, and it almost looks like foam. You know, gives that dimension that you're usually craving when you make titles. So I have Captain down, and now I just want to spell out Mickey, so I end up splitting this over 2 fonts. And the way I leave it right now is not centered. I'm going to go back and glue those all down after the video is over. I just wanted to make sure that I had enough letters, and you saw me make some A's out of some other letters and then a T from an F, but I made it work. You know, I just had to make some letters work. And here's where I start to glue everything down. I really like how this layout turned out. Nothing too crazy, and like I said, you guys could do this on a 12 by 12 layout. It's just a little bit more difficult since you have to have, you know, 3 photos taking up half of a 12 by 12 paper. So this way I kind of save supplies by doing it in a pocket page, but that's all. So I'm going to glue down my flare into that cluster, and then I pull out a couple more things. I do want to add some enamel dots after this, but I didn't have them with me at the time, but I know I have some of those mustard colored ones from Whimsy Stamps that I want to add. And then I also go through this washi tape booklet from Simple Stories, and there's a little compass there that's in that same green color I want. And then I end up moving that flower sticker that I originally had on a photo on the left hand side up to the title area, because I thought it just brought that little 6 by 12 piece together more so than anything. And all the stickers used today, well, the cardstock stickers used today are from that photo play paper set, and then I have the one from Mambi, and then I have the Crafty Pocket, and again, not too much stuff used, but I do enjoy how it turned out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Let me know if you guys are enjoying the Designing Disney series. I know several of them, you do enjoy it, and I enjoy it too because it motivates me to finish my album. But thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.